Hello everybody, Jake's here back for another video. Today I want to talk about water fasting a little bit more. I got into it in another video, but I kind of focused on the wrong side of it. I focused on weight loss, and water fasting is great for weight loss, but that's not usually the primary focus. When you water fast, if you know about it, you would think of the Bible. So that's where I got it from, was reading the Bible, and then I took hearing about it from the Bible. I went and researched it online and found out that there's just life-changing benefits from water fasting. So it's not all about losing weight, and if you focus on losing weight, then there's a good chance you're gonna break your fast because you're not gonna be focusing on all of the benefits. You're only gonna be focusing on one benefit, and that one benefit, or actually, here, this would be a better way to think of it. If you're focusing on it for weight loss, then it'll feel more like a diet, and you're more likely to break a diet than something that you're dedicated to, because people can people can do diets, but it seems like diets just don't work. You have to be focused. It's all about your mind too. You gotta be focused on the right things for it to work. So, first thing I'll get into, there's about 2 to 3 different reasons that people usually water fast. One's for weight loss, two's for spirituality, and three is for healing. And the reason that 2 and 3 are so important, spirituality and healing, is because if you look at what everybody eats in America, or a good portion of the world, basically anywhere where people are eating fast food, drinking pop, drinking alcohol, eating a bunch of processed foods like chips, bread, crackers, like anything that you buy at the store that isn't fresh produce is basically processed food. If people are eating that, it's filled with chemicals. Some meat, like steaks and stuff, if they're not good enough, they even use glue to glue the meat together, and then they cut it to make it look like it was one chunk, and then they sell it for high price. Uh, a lot of processed food is literally slowly killing everybody. And if you look at processed foods and diseases that have developed over the past, I don't know, like 4 or 5 decades, um, it's because of the introduction of processed foods. Before the Industrial Revolution, there was no such thing as disease, and if there was, it was not something common. So, if you water fast, your body basically does not have anything in it besides water. I recommend distilled water because distilled water grabs toxins and pulls them out, so it helps even quicker. Um, so yeah, like the the healing side of it has to do with that, and um, the biggest benefit that I've noticed is like my energy levels while I'm water fasting are just insane, and that's because when your body's not filled with toxins, it has more energy, and then also when you don't have food in your stomach being digested, you have a shitload more energy. Digestion takes about 75% of your daily energy that your body produces or uses. So if you cut out digestion, you're going to have 75% more energy than you usually do. And then the way that all of that ties into the spiritual aspect is because the food that the government and all the big corporations want us to eat, it all it all makes it almost impossible for us to be spiritual. It puts you in a state of mind that is extremely foggy, so you can't focus as easily. So if you're having trouble with life, if you're stressed out, if you're going through problems with people, you're more likely to eat the food that they produce because you go to it when you're stressed, and it keeps you in this nonstop cycle of just getting stressed out or getting mad or sad, whatever it is. It puts you in a cycle of brain fog, sickness, and yeah, it's just never ending. And you have to really see the truth behind everything to actually get out of that diet, because I'm still having trouble with it. I've been trying to just completely do a 100% switch to a raw vegan diet with water fasting, and I've been trying to do that for probably 4 to 5 months now, and I'm there now. I'm like back on it again, but for a while, I just got really off track, and you could see as soon as I start letting myself slip. I thought it was okay when I remember looking back now. I started eating oatmeal. It wasn't good oatmeal. It had sugar in it, and it was processed oatmeal. It was like the ready to go oatmeal basically. That shit just got me hooked right back on sugar. And then I just said, "Oh, I might as well have some pop." And then I just kept saying it. Got back on all the processed foods and bullshit. Now I'm on like day 3 of a water fast, or day 2, something like that. And I'm feeling pretty good today. I've had a little bit of hunger, but it's not all that bad. So yeah, the way that food disconnects you from spirituality, though, is this brain, or gland inside of your brain right here. That it's called the pineal gland, and that gland produces the sacred oil called Christos. That name refers to Jesus Christ's last name. So pay attention to the story that goes along with this oil. So it starts here, goes down your spine into your sacred sanctum, which is in your pelvis region. And then it sits there dormant for 3 days. So that's basically the reference in the Bible to Jesus' death, him dying, going down, experiencing hell for 3 days, staying there. And then after 3 days, it rises back up through all 7 of your chakras. Once it hits right here, that's when you become enlightened. And Jesus and the Buddha were enlightened. And when you become enlightened, you have the ability to speak to other people through your mind. You have the ability to move objects with your mind. You can talk to animals. You can heal people. You can do abundances of things. Like you can change everybody's lives basically. You become something very great when you're enlightened. So that's just a little look at how the pineal gland story ties into Jesus's story a little bit, and that just shows. I remember when I learned about that, it kind of really showed me how much symbolism there is to everything. Like everything, if you start doing research, everything starts lining up like so crazily that it's almost unbelievable. And that was one of the things, was that the whole story of Jesus in the Bible is a kind of true story. But the people like Jesus and Buddha, those are people that we should be studying and following at the same time. And not many people are doing that. There is a sudden awakening going on all around the world where people are starting to wake up to all the truths, and they're starting to want to become healthy and exercise, and people are starting to want to come together and help each other. So stuff is getting better, but water fasting is one way you can personally heal yourself and have a great life. When you water fast, you clear your mind, you learn how to deal with your problems, you usually start making more money, your love life improves, you're happier, your immune system improves so you won't get sick. Life is just great while you're water fasting. So I would recommend it to anybody that wants to experience something new. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and share the video to your friends if you think anybody else would be interested in seeing this. And thank you very much for watching. Have yourself a good day today.